What's up, everyone? We're back. We're doing another daily draft. I thought we'd do an ESPN one today. One, because we haven't done one in a while and it's super common. And two, I have a 10-team PPR ESPN draft for one of my home leagues going on tonight. So, little preparation for myself. Good change of pace for the channel. Thought it was a good time for it. So this is just like a random public league. Like you click like the join a public league. I didn't want to do a mock draft because those get a little weird. Like you got people taking Tim Tebow and stuff. So these teams are actually like this is an actual league. Um, so hopefully we get a good representation of how people are drafting right now with this. And check out the game recap tonight too. It's going to be the last preseason game of the whole year. So last preseason game recap tonight. Check out the game recap from yesterday too. That was a long one. So all the games from the preseason were successfully recapped. They're all on the channel. Check them out. Good stuff. Somebody named themselves Trump 2024. That's so annoying. So obnoxious. Sports Anime is a good name, though. Yeah, what is the game tonight? Let's see who's playing. I wanted to say the Broncos, but that was last night. Oh, interesting. Pierre Strong's going to the Browns. Maybe Jerome Ford is affected. This out for Tyron Wheatley. Was it straight up? Yeah, looks like it. Interesting. There's a lot of advanced stats guys who like Pierre Strong, so maybe he makes something of this role in Cleveland. But I don't know. It seemed like they really liked Jerome Ford, so maybe if Nick Chubb goes down, they'll have Jerome Ford as the primary runner and Pierre Strong as a pass catcher. That'd be my guess, but I don't know. They don't really have a whole lot of depth aside from Nick Chubb and Jerome Ford. Let's pull up their depth chart real quick. Demetric Felton. Dum 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 dum. Oh, we're on the clock. Oh, dang, we're first pick. All right. I'm gonna go Travis Kelce. Love it. All right. Yeah, as far as Kelsey's concerned, I just think the value is really good. Like, it's so rare that you can put a tight end who ranked as a top 5 receiver last year. Most of the other tight ends will way down your roster. This guy put up top 5 receiver production. So it's not so much that I think he's going to be the highest scoring player in fantasy. It's just the value is so incredibly rare. Yeah, John Kelly had a decent preseason. Demetric Felton, I thought would have a spot on this team. If I had to guess, they're going to get rid of Hassan Hall and Jordan Wilkins and maybe keep 5 backs. Maybe they're going to get rid of John Kelly. I don't know. That'll be something to watch. But regardless, I think it kind of sets up to where Jerome Ford, like if something happens to Nick Chubb, Jerome Ford can be the primary ball carrier, and then Pierre Strong can be that pass catching back. Oh yeah, we were trying to look up to see what the game was too. I forgot that. Let's see here. There we go. All right, NFL scores. Yeah, I think the streaming is making it load so low. Or load so slow. Texans Saints in New Orleans. That'll be interesting. Some CJ Stroud. Wonder if Tank Dell will play. That'd be good to know. Let's see. Let's do a quick Google search and see if there's anything. Looks like they haven't totally counted him out yet. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's going to play again. That'll be cool. He was a beast that first game. My goodness. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, Saquon and Bijan falling out of the first round. You don't see that. Especially Bijan. Everyone's just falling over themselves to draft him right now. Really, since he's been like drafted into the NFL, people have just been falling over themselves to pick him in fantasy. So that's really surprising that he's still there. Are people starting to see my way of thinking? We'll just have to see. There he goes. Off the board, pick 3. Josh Allen went before him. That's surprising. Oh, it's because Mahomes went at 3 or at 4. I mean, those are the kind of curveballs. Like, we don't want to see an insane curveball like Tebow going in the first round. But something like that is pretty representative of how a home league would go. So, can't really argue too much with that. It's interesting that Eckler lasted till the 8th pick. Dun 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 dun. Looking at Garrett Wilson. Yeah, Garrett Wilson or Amon-Ra St. Brown. Or A.J. Brown. I really like A.J. Brown this year. Amon-Ra might lead the league in catches, though. That's the only thing. That's tough. Oh, I have back-to-back picks. I could just take them both. Yeah, let's do that. All right, we're going to take them both. Nice. Yeah, this is one hell of a start. St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Travis Kelce. Very good. Very good start. So weird that Najee Harris is at 31. That's so high. Christian Watson at 42. That's nuts. Dameon Pierce all the way down at 46. One spot above Breece Hall. Wow. Below Deontay Johnson. That's nuts. Miles Sanders below Alvin Kamara. James Conner below Alvin Kamara. That's wild. Ken Walker below Alvin Kamara. That is nuts. At least Darren Waller's nice and low. We could still snack him in the middle round. That's the one guy off the top of my head that I'm going to overdraft, and really have been overdrafting since we've been doing these, is Darren Waller. But we have Kelsey, so we don't need Darren Waller. I'm so used to taking Darren Waller, like, because Kelsey never falls to us in the first round. So it's like either forgetting and having to take David Njoku or Darren Waller, reaching for him in the middle rounds, which I love doing. That's a reach absolutely worth taking. We need a running back. Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Gosh, that's phenomenal. That's a great start. Joe Mixon. I would love Travis Etienne. I just don't think he's going to fall to us. Yeah, I'm probably going to reach for Dameon Pierce. Like, it's crazy that they have him so low. It's not even a reach. I would take him over Najee Harris in a heartbeat. Like, without even thinking about it. Because I think Jaylen Warren is better than any backup running back on the Texans, including Singletary. And Dameon Pierce has actually been good. Najee Harris doesn't even average 4 yards a carry. Like, what are we doing putting him at 31? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. But people love him. People absolutely love Najee Harris. Like, a whole bunch of analysts are saying, you want to win your league? Take Najee Harris. It's like, what are you talking about? That is way too early. There are plenty of good Dameon Pierces. Lots of good James Connors that nobody else wants. Because he's not going to be RB1. But he'll just get you 10 to 20 points every week that he's available. That's a big caveat with James Conner. But at least when he's out there, you know what you're going to get. Those are my favorite players in fantasy. Like the consistent guys. I hate the up and downness because, like, those guys get rated super high because at the end of the year they have a ton of points. But, like, they could cost you a win when they get, like, 2 points in a week. You get Mike Williams, he'll win you a week, but, like, he'll also, there's going to be some weeks where he loses you games because he gets you 1 point. So get you some Dameon Pierce. Yeah, we're about to draft the hell out of Dameon Pierce. Surprised Jahmyr Gibbs lasted that long. Yeah, nobody's touching Najee. I'm not going to fall for the bait. I'm not taking him. All right. So, maybe a quarterback? Is Justin Fields still there? Yeah, I might go Fields and Dameon Pierce. Who would be our quarterback if we waited? Trevor Lawrence. That'd be a really good pick. Yeah, let's just get Trevor Lawrence later. We'll take Dameon Pierce. And I love Miles Sanders. And Ken Walker. All right, Pierce for sure. And then do we want Walker or Sanders? I swear, I go back and forth on those guys all the time. Or do we just want Justin Fields? Yeah, let's take Justin Fields. I know I said that I was going to take Trevor Lawrence, but Justin Fields, like his running ability just gets you so much upside. And he was a good passer in high school. He was a good passer in college. I think it's just a matter of him settling down to where he'll get that ability back. Okay. Yeah, and that way we don't have to make a tough decision here either. We can just kind of see who falls to us, because if we end up having to start Alexander Madison, that's not bad. Like, I know he doesn't have the best yards per carry either, but unlike Najee Harris, like I could see a clearer path to Alexander Madison being a legit workhorse than Najee Harris. Even though Najee Harris has done it the last 2 years, I just think Jalen Warren is going to be a thing. So Ty Chandler might be a thing for the Vikings, but I don't think he's as good as Jalen Warren, or as obvious as a threat either. Christian Watson in the 5th round. My goodness. Okay, let's see. We're definitely going to take a running back, but I think J.K. Dobbins is underrated too. Hollywood Brown. Drake London. That's pretty low for Drake London. Yeah, maybe a running back in Drake London. That's what I'm thinking here. London played really well with Desmond Ridder last year. And I've said this a few times. I really like receivers who get drafted in the same class as their quarterback. There's usually some chemistry there. Like, I always think back to Andrew Luck and T.Y. Hilton. But you see it a lot. So I'll probably take him. He's who I like the most. But let's look at the running backs, because, I mean, if our running backs fall to us too. Okay, Walker just got picked. If I have to take Miles Sanders and James Conner, that'd be great. That'd be ideal. I'm not as high on the talent of Rachaad White as others, but it does seem the more I look at the quotes coming out of Bucks camp, they just love Rachaad White. It seems like they're all in on making him the workhorse. And I've seen some like positive like analysis from fantasy analysts about Sean Tucker, but I listened to some of the quotes from their offensive coordinator talking about Sean Tucker, and he doesn't seem as excited. So I don't know if that's going to be. It would make sense if he's going to be a thing, because he was really good at Syracuse, and I liked him in the draft too. But yeah, I just don't think or at least not 100%. That's what their plans are. Okay, if we have to take Madison and James Cook, I'd be okay with that. But hopefully we get Miles Sanders and Madison. Miles Sanders and James Cook would be like all the ability there. J.K. Dobbins averages almost 6 yards a carry. Okay, all our running backs are gone. Should we double up on backs just to like cover ourselves? Because James Cook, like, there's a possibility James Cook's in a committee. So I might go James Cook and then J.K. Dobbins, just to kind of cover our bases, and then take a receiver at the next turn. Yeah, there's some guys down here. We could figure that out. All right, you know what? I'm going to take James Cook and Drake London because I don't think people are going to want J.K. Dobbins. There's like, for some reason, people do not like him. Well, it's because of the injuries, but I'm a fan. So I'm just going to bank on these people not being as excited to draft J.K. Dobbins as I am. We draft James Cook all the time. We have so many shares of James Cook. Like, this is a really good starting lineup here. This is really good. I'd be very happy walking away with this team. So far. Looking at George Pickens. Maybe Hollywood falls. People don't really like Hollywood either. Definitely going to take Dobbins if he's there. Let me move my face over a little bit so y'all can see the draft. As people are getting picked. Forgot about that. J.K. Dobbins. That's our guy. Let's cue him up. Receivers. I don't think Hollywood's going to fall to us. I might take George Pickens. Yeah, if we can get Dobbins and Pickens, that'd be phenomenal. Michael Pittman is calling to me too. I think people are undervaluing Alec Pierce though, because he didn't really like. A lot of people were picking him to just burst on the scene last year as a rookie. That didn't really happen. And I've seen a lot of reports out of Colts camp that Anthony Richardson really likes throwing to Pierce too. And Pierce is more of a deep threat than Pittman. Pittman's more of a possession receiver. And Anthony Richardson is a cannon, so I don't think Pickens is going to fall to us. I think the secret's out about him. Will be interesting to see who gets picked first, Hollywood or Pickens. Because I feel like people like Pickens more. Even though Hollywood's ranked higher. Let's see. What running backs are there? I like Isaiah Pacheco. And David Montgomery. Interesting that Brian Robinson is so low and Khalil Herbert's so high. I haven't seen Khalil Herbert that high before. Yeah, I don't think people like Dobbins. Let's see, okay, all of our guys are on the screen there. Some Dobbins. Oh, my hair looks insane. There we go. I look like a homeless person there for a second. Ooh, there goes Pickens. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought people like Pickens more than Hollywood. All right, let's get a backup plan because Hollywood's so high up there. Is there a good running back? Might take Brian Robinson. Hmm. There we go. Who would you take here? It's a dynasty league. Zay Flowers, Kincaid, or A Chain. I just traded Dalvin Cook for 2 firsts, one this year, one next year. That's a smart move. And picked Charbonnet with my other pick. I would take Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers is really good. Like, he was my wide receiver 2 in the draft this year. And all the reports out of Ravens camp are that he's amazing. People are already picking him to be the wide receiver 1. Like, earlier in the process, I might have said A-Chain, but now it just looks like the Dolphins' backfield is super muddy. They got 5 guys who could play. Like, they have Jeff Wilson, they got Raheem Mostert, they got A-Chain, they got Salvin Ahmed, and they got Myles Gaskin. Like, all those guys are decent running backs, so yeah, I would take Zay Flowers. Wow, Hollywood fell to us. That's nuts. All right, Hollywood. Oh, Dobbins went, though. Let's see. What about receivers? All right, we're definitely taking Hollywood. Brian Robinson. Or Khalil Herbert. Let's take Brian Robinson. We've been taking a lot of Brian Robinson, too. Hollywood and Brian Robinson? Yeah, that's solid. Yeah, our team is good. Receivers. Yeah, JSN was the only receiver I had ranked ahead of Zay Flowers in the draft. A lot of people had Addison. I saw some people have Quentin Johnston. But, yeah, I was Zay Flowers all the way. His body control is exceptional. Leaning Flowers or Kincaid. Yeah. Yeah, I took Kincaid in a dynasty last week. Probably took him a little too early, honestly. But I also took Josh Allen, so stacking them was awfully appealing. And, like, you get a tight end like that who's set up to be a receiver, that could mean really good stuff for fantasy. Because, like, the Bills have had a ton of small guys in the slot. They haven't really had a big, they've had Dawson Knox, but he's not as natural of a receiver as Dalton. Bring this down. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. Looking at Michael Thomas. Maybe some Zay Flowers, speak of the devil. People really like Jordan Addison. I don't know if I'm there. I don't know if I'm at 96. He's a good player. But the Vikings low-key have a lot of mouths to feed. Addison, Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson. I heard that they really like KJ Osborne too. Addison's better than KJ Osborne, but still, Zay Flowers could be the number one for his team. And it's just out of the question that Jordan Addison's going to be the number one. Looking at Michael Thomas. Let's look at the running backs. Yeah, Khalil Herbert's just hanging around. I wonder why they put him so high. Do they know something we don't? Because it seems like they wanted to have a committee with him and Rashawn Johnson and Deontay Foreman. I've heard some love for Travis Homer too. I think Khalil Herbert's the best back, but I don't know. 87's awfully high. God, so obnoxious. Ooh, David Njoku's picture's sweet. His updated picture's freaking awesome. Okay. We are up. Jamal Williams. Tempting. Zay Flowers. Kadarius Toney. He's really low. Should I reach for Kadarius Toney? Tua? We might have to take Tua. Like, yeah, that's way too... What is he still doing on the board? The end of the 10th round. All right, I might go Zay Flowers. All right, I'm going to pick Zay Flowers. Kadarius Toney is who I'm eyeing for our next pick. What about tight end? Tyler Higbee. Zach Ertz is ranked ahead of Tyler Higbee? That's wild. Haven't seen that before. Let's see. 3 more bench spots. Running back. Some Jerick McKinnon, maybe? Some Jalen Warren. Raheem Mostert. I'll get back. Wow, Kyron Williams is 168 here. That's a lot higher than he's been on Sleeper. Like at my Sleeper drafts, he's ranked in the 800s. It's like free last pick. Cool to see him ranked higher, though. Because he's been getting a lot of love for the last 2 years, really, at a Rams camp. And he had an injury last year. I just don't trust Cam Akers. I don't think he's going to stick as the workhorse. I know he had a good finish to last year, but I don't know. They were pretty ready to kick him off the team last year if they found a trade partner, and that didn't happen. So, just not sure I want to invest a middle round pick on that. Yeah, Toney and McKinnon, we just double up on Chiefs. Or Higbee. Probably going to go Toney and Higbee. I can't believe Tua was there at the end of the 10th round. Top of the 11th. Like, that's wild. Oh, yeah. I'm going to draft me some Kadarius Toney for sure. I can't believe he's 135. Sounds like he's going to be ready for week 1. Tony. Let's see. Yeah, we have to take a running back next, though. If we're going to go Tony and Higbee, gotta take a running back next. We're pretty light at running back. That is the flaw of this team for sure. Raheem Mostert, really low. Yeah, let's take Kadarius Toney. Tyler Higbee. Okay, McKinnon just got off the board. I'm going to take Mostert if he's still there. I can't believe he's 162. Looks like he's going to be the starter to begin the year. We got to take a running back. And then our beloved Commanders defense. So they got the Cardinals week 1. I think the Broncos week 2 is a decent matchup too. Something about hiring a coach off of TV that I just don't like. I know Sean Payton is super accomplished, but don't like hiring coaches from TV. John Gruden is the most recent example of that. And they doubled up on the TV. Because they got Mike Mayock as the GM too. Don't hire people from TV. Hire people in the field. Boots on the ground. Let me move comment down a little bit so y'all can see the team there. Yeah, I'm thinking, I don't know, I'll probably go kicker last. I've just seen a lot of people take the Commanders recently. They might be on to us. Probably just go kicker last. I read the Adam Schefter cheat sheet today, and he also had Kyron Williams on there. So that was interesting to get that validated. Russell Wilson, Zeke Elliott, Adam Thielen. I don't know, I think Mostert might be the move here. Or I can wait. Get the kicker in the defense I want. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to take Mostert. Harrison Butker. Don't think they're on to us. Don't the Seahawks have a good matchup week 1? I saw last year. I could have swore they do. Let's see. The Rams, yeah. Good matchup. Who do the Colts have? I love Anthony Richardson, but he might be a little wild week 1. Jags, that'd be a good team to pick up. Yeah, it'll be the Commanders or the Jags. This is a really good team. Light at running back, but a good team. Yeah, I swear they're on to us about the Commanders. They have them above the Eagles. Like, they're on to us. I swear. Oh, I gotta plug in my computer. Hold on. Here we go. Forgot about that. All right. They are not onto us. Excellent. All right. Draft's over. This is a really good team. Travis Kelce, Amon-Ra St. Brown, A.J. Brown, Dameon Pierce, Justin Fields, James Cook, Drake London, Hollywood Brown, Brian Robinson, Tua, Zay Flowers, Kadarius Toney, Tyler Higbee, Raheem Mostert, Harrison Butker, Commanders defense. Yeah. I mean, you get Tua Tagovailoa and Justin Fields as your quarterbacks. That is insanely good, in my opinion. Really good receivers, too. We got A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Drake London, Hollywood Brown, Zay Flowers, Kadarius Toney. All possible number 1 receivers. So, yeah. This team is great. I would give this a 10 out of 10. This is my ideal draft here. Or at least as close to it as we can get. Really good stuff. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check out the game recap tonight. Last preseason game of the year. Check out the game recap from yesterday, too. Lots of games yesterday. And I will see you